Family, what it do? It's your girl Toot, and I am back with another video. Shout out to the family, man. I appreciate you guys coming back and tuning in. I love y'all. Listen, man, we're gonna get into this Jarvis Butts update. Everybody has sent me this news clipping or whatever, and a lot of people were still in confusion about what was going on. So this video is gonna pretty much explain this. He was on the calendar for March 7th. And basically, they're going to do a jury selection, it looks to be, on October 7th. Now, on October 7th, we don't know if it's going to be prolonged anymore. But right now, we do know that there's going to be a jury selection. So hopefully, they'll get to the trial by the end of this year. It'll probably be 2025, the early next year, at the earliest, if they don't get to it by this year. You know what I'm saying? But let's take a look at this clip and things like that. Fool.
In Wayne County, where Jarvis Butts, the man charged with sexually assaulting and killing 13-year-old NaZiyah Harris, was back in court today. Our Jordan Burroughs was inside the courtroom and joins us now with a recap of today's proceedings.
Today at the Wayne County Criminal Justice Center, Judge Nicholas Hathaway laid out dates in the Jarvis Butts case. Butts is accused of murdering 13-year-old NaZiyah Harris last year. His jury selection is scheduled to start October 6th. Jarvis Butts was in court Friday to hear Judge Nicholas Hathaway decide key dates in his trial. The defense and prosecution both agreed on the dates as they await the full transcript to be typed out so they can read it over. Butts was previously in court January 17th for a hearing where he entered a not guilty plea. At that hearing, just like Friday's, NaZiyah Harris's family and friends were present. Butts, 42 years old, of Detroit, is charged with first-degree premeditated murder, second-degree criminal sexual conduct, and child sexually abusive activity. Butts is also accused of having...
Sometimes I get a little nervous about how people present certain charges. The first degree premeditated murder scares the hell out of me. It really does. And the reason being is because according to the law, they have to be able to prove that he woke up and set out to do what he did. And that bothers me a lot. This was that same charge is what made George Zimmerman go free, because they couldn't prove without a reasonable doubt that he woke up that morning saying, "I'm going to unalive Trayvon." So I hate the first degree premeditated murder charge. Unless we finna see something completely different when it come down to trial. Sometimes the law pisses me off. Let's keep going.
An inappropriate relationship with NaZiyah. She was last seen getting off her school bus at the corner of Cornwall and 3 Mile Drive in Detroit on January 9th of last year. Her body has not been found. As jury selection starts October 6th, the prosecution said it could call 40 or more witnesses to the stand.
40 or more witnesses? Like, what the living fuck? And I know that might be split between prosecution and defense, but god damn. You know, his search engine can say that, you know what I'm saying? But then, you know, when you dumb down in this law, it is so fucking black and white to where, you know what I'm saying, even though his search engine said a lot of things, you know, it's things, it's just, I want this shit to go right. I ain't lying. I just want it to go right. But 40 more witnesses?
And the defense said it could call 10 or more. It's a trial that could take 3 to 4 weeks.
I'm hopeful that you're going to have that transcript here.
See, the reason what scares me, I'm sorry, you guys, the reason what scares me and says October, because when I think October, right, if that's going to be jury selection, we got to understand that Thanksgiving is going to be that following month. So you have Thanksgiving and you have Christmas. I don't see the courts running a trial that's going to be 3 to 4 weeks in that allotted time, at least unless they get busy right after the 6th. And that's if jury selection and all of that shit goes well. You know what I'm saying? So I'm praying that this shit gets on the way, because what the living fuck?
Hopefully within the next couple of weeks, Obviously, with that trial date being in October, we have some time to work with. But I'd like to see you all again for final conference.
Today's calendar conference also laid out another key date, which includes the last conference. That will be on Friday, June 20th. Reporting from the Wayne County Criminal Justice Center.
Now, it's only one or two things that can happen, bro. Like, if we don't have... The only thing that can stop a trial is on this next calendar date if he plea. And I seriously doubt he's going to plea, because the only way that I can see if anybody's going to take a plea, it would be if he's saying where she's located. And I have seen some people, sometimes they'll wait to see what their charges are and see what the time they're looking at. And if they say, you know what I'm saying, hey, bro, 60 years, then that's when they'll come and say, well, hey, if I tell you where she's located, can I get some of that down? And that's when a plea would come in. That's the only way I could see a plea happening. Other than that, yeah. Yeah, no plea has been offered yet, but I'm saying they have another calendar date. They have another calendar date that's coming up. I think they said it was June something before October. And on that calendar date will be the last time he can enter a plea. Because once trials start, he can't do it. So it's like, it's just one of those, June 20th. So it's one of those type of things you got to wait. But if you be watching these cases, bro, you will know, boy, it's a lot of shit that comes along with it. So I'm hoping that they get his ass, or get everybody who's responsible, whoever ass that is. You know what I'm saying?
Senator Jordan Burroughs, CBS News, Detroit.
I'm going through the videos you guys sent me. I think it was one more that was connected to this. Let me see what it was. Yeah, and this was also, I think, Roxy as well, saying a jury selection.
The update on NaZiyah Harris trial. The jury selection will begin October 6th, 2025. Shortly after that, her trial will begin.
They might have time if they select the jury on the 6th and everything go as they should go, and there's no tainting in the jury, because right now everybody's heard about this case, so everybody on that jury is going to have already heard about this trial. But they're going to probably try to make it to where they can get it to where at least people don't know as much about it. But if they can start at least October 10th, then we should have enough time before the holiday for them to get the trial in. And hopefully that happens.
It's going to take about 3 to 4 weeks.
So a whole month. Yes, yeah,
There
that's
are
doable.
40 new witnesses. 40 new witnesses, meaning that this is in addition to the 22 witnesses who were at the preliminary. These are not the same people. This is 40 new people who have come forward. And I look crazy like this because
40 new people, bro. That is treacherous. That is treacherous. Bro, like, what the fuck?
just got done crying because to hear that there are 40 new witnesses that have come forth has let me know how hard I have been working to tell people to come forward and get the justice that they deserve and to tell their story. It lets me know that everything that I have done, people have been listening. People have been listening. And justice is being served. I would rather them take their time and make sure that everything is right than rush and miss something. So I'm asking y'all to have patience, to have grace, to
40 new. Yeah, that's a lot of
Let the
people.
court do their job
That's a lot of damn people, y'all.
and just wait until October gets here.
That mean we're probably gonna.
October 6th with 40 new witnesses. Shortly after that, her trial will start. All of the sexual assaults and everything else will fall in line after that. Thank y'all for the love and the support.
Yeah, he 9 times out of 10 is probably never gonna see the light of day. The only thing that probably will remotely give him a chance is he would have to be able to tell on people or what a body is. That's the only way how he's gonna get something shaved. But from the way that it's looking, yeah, yeah. And I don't be understanding because if there's other people involved, I'll be spilling it. Shit, I'll be telling on everybody. But no matter what he's cooked, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I be like, that's why in situations like this, sometimes people would just tuck that information at the end just to see. Because really, to be honest, man, this jail law, all this shit is a business. And everything could be negotiated. Swear to God, especially for real. I want to know how y'all feel, though. What do y'all think? Do y'all think that, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, I mean, I kind of feel very strongly about there definitely being a guilty verdict on the sexual misconduct and the child abuse. The first degree premeditated makes me a little nervous. Not even going to lie to you. It makes me very nervous. It makes me nervous. And now when you look at it, that changes time. You know what I'm saying? But I hate that charge. I really do. I hate that charge with all my heart. Y'all stay tuned. We finna get into some more.